picked up a golden goblet from the ground, and the mountain of gold above me started to collapse. As the pile shifted, a dragon's eye appeared. I ducked behind a stone pillar. The moment I steadied myself, the gold on the other side began to move too. I'd heard legends about the dragon, but I never imagined he'd be this massive. All I wanted was to get out of there, but after just a few steps, the dragon's head stirred slightly. I froze, hoping he was just shifting in his sleep. Then, in an instant, his eyes snapped open. I scrambled into the shadows and frantically pulled the One Ring from my pocket and slipped it on. In a flash, I vanished into thin air. But even though the dragon couldn't see me, he caught an unfamiliar scent and could clearly hear my ragged breathing. As that enormous beast crept closer, I turned and ran. I didn't get far before he caught up. Even invisible, the moment I met those dragon eyes, a splitting pain shot through my skull. I pulled off the ring and revealed myself. To stay alive, I started flattering him, claiming I only wanted to witness the legendary dragon's magnificence with my own eyes. That clearly pleased him. He proudly showed off his mountain-sized body. I kept the compliments coming. Facing this talkative little creature, the dragon gradually let his guard down. That's when I spotted the Arkenstone I'd been searching for, lying just a short distance away. I kept talking to distract him while slowly inching toward the gem, but suddenly, his tone shifted, and that vicious look returned. He caught the scent of dwarves in the air. In the chaos, his tail swept across the floor, sending the Arkenstone flying. I dove for it without thinking, but no matter how fast I ran, I couldn't escape those claws and flames. The dragon caught up to me again, but as I hit the ground, I noticed something. There was a missing scale on his chest. So the legend about the black arrow wounding the dragon was true. This time, the dragon showed no mercy. He lunged at me with jaws wide open. His fury turned to dragon fire, blasting in every direction. I barely escaped, and soon ran into Thorin, who was waiting outside. The first thing he asked was whether I'd found the Arkenstone. His attitude rubbed me the wrong way, but Thorin stood in front of me, like a man possessed. By then, the dragon had spotted us. The other dwarves emerged as well. The dragon was beyond furious. These dwarves had the nerve to come back for his gold. We managed to escape just in time, but on our way out, we found the remains of countless dwarf warriors at the entrance Arkin, who fell fighting the dragon 60 years ago. That sight changed Thorin. A bold plan began to take shape in his mind. We decided to lure the dragon to the forges and make our last stand using the machinery there. After several close calls, we finally reached the forge and used his own flames to relight furnaces that had been cold for years. On Thorin's command, I pulled a lever, and freezing mountain water came crashing down, dousing the dragon's fiery rage for the moment. The dwarves launched their attack as molten gold began to flow from the furnaces. The dragon was losing his mind, being toyed with by a bunch of little dwarves. He fixed his eyes on me, but his massive body kept getting blocked by the structures around him. I narrowly escaped once again. Just as the dragon smashed through the great hall's entrance, ready to swallow me whole, I slipped into the darkness.